Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and to what I believe is the 10th season of our youth only Road to Glory, where we take our team one of our own FC and try and see how far they will go up the English pyramid, starting at the very bottom in the English National League North and hopefully get one day to the Premier League. We'll do 30 seasons total, so if you want to see more, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment as well, let me know that you're enjoying this series. I really enjoy making this one. It's a bit of an experiment. Of course, I do sim through all the seasons, but this club, we are only signing youth players. I do manage the transfers and stuff like that, so I'm not completely just ignoring the club. I am like controlling the club and just not playing the games. But this is a squad that we've got for this season. I have already got through one game. As you can see, a lot of youngsters, still a few senior players in the squad. All these youngsters have gone out on loan. They come through the youth system. We sold one player. It was a goalkeeper. Got quite decent depth in the goalkeeper position, so we did sell one player that was unhappy at the club. As you see, a few blue exclamation marks. A few players are unhappy and want to move on. We played the friendlies. We have lost all 4 friendlies, and we've lost our first game of the season against Dulwich Hamlet. We are tipped to be relegated this season. I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen. We're not looking too good at the minute. We're not in a good spot. But hopefully we get good intake this season. So let's sim through until we do get our first youth intake of this season. Hopefully it is a good one and we do survive relegation this year. But it's going to be difficult. Alright guys, so we're up to the point where we get our crop of youth players for this season. There's 6 players coming through. Let's have a look. Hopefully there is some good ones, and there is. We got a new striker, Trickett, 5 stars, and a right back. 2 positions that we actually need. So Trickett and Brockbank. Hopefully they maintain their potential throughout the season, because we could really do with a new striker and a new right back. At the moment we've got Tesgale playing right back, and he is one of the old players, or is it actually Vincent? Vincent's playing right back. Okay, so we need a left back, not a right back. But it will come in handy. Possibly he could play left back, Brockbank. But a decent intake this season. Trickett hopefully becomes good. We'll still update throughout the season, see how they get on. Of course, some of the potentials will change. But in the league so far, we're not actually doing too bad. We're up in 12th. We've lost the last couple of games as well, so we could have been higher. But we're a bit clear of the relegation zone. 6 points clear. Still a long way to go. We probably still will drop down into the relegation. But a decent little run of form we went on means that we are not bottom of the league. We went 3 wins in a row, Torquay, South Shields and Stockport. So we are sitting comfortably mid-table. Hopefully that does continue. And we survive relegation again this year. And the team improves once again. But let's go through, as usual, until the 1st of January. Alright, so we're through to the 1st January. A bit of a mixed season. A few wins, a few losses, all just 50-50 how we're getting on, which means that Woking in the playoffs on 44 points. We are in 15th on 38, so 6 points off the playoffs. And Crawley in 21st are on 25 points. So we're 13 points clear of relegation and 6 points off the playoffs, even though the table suggests that we're close to the relegation. So not looking too bad. Let's have a look at the youth development as well. And Trickett is still on 5 stars, which is very nice indeed. Brockbank is dropped to a 3-star. Orgy, that's I'm not sure about that name. Orgy is 3 stars. What a name. I'm sure he didn't get bullied in school. But he's a 3-star as well. So not looking too bad. The youth system, of course, Trickett being the main guy coming through this year. But let's continue on towards the end of the season. Hopefully we get a decent finish on the league table. We're coming towards the end of the season now, 1st of April, and before I show you the league table, a quick update on the youth system. We've got Trickett still on 5 stars, looking very good. Brockbank's dropped down to 2.5 stars, so I'm not sure if we're going to take him on. We might do just as a backup. We'll take on Orgy, and Lavery. We'll take him on as well, both 4 stars. Let's have a look at our fixtures. As you can see, a lot of more greens popping up with just 4... Sorry, I quickly showed the league table there. Just 4 games to go. 2 home, 2 away. We are sitting in 9th place. A very good season. Our best season by far. 9th place in the National League. We are just 3 points off of the playoffs. Of course, the goal difference, meaning we need an extra point to jump above Altrincham. But we're looking good. Playoffs, a bit of a stretch still to reach, but compared to where we were, it's a lot more in our sights. Crawley in 44 points. So we are clear of relegation, which is what we wanted this season, just to stay up. But we're actually pushing, despite having a poor start, pushing for the playoffs. 4 games to go. Have a look at the fixtures. We've got 1 on the 2nd, the 8th, the 11th, 15th. So I'm going to skip through till after the Buxton game. Hopefully we are in the playoffs. So let's go through till the 11th of April, or the 12th even. As soon as it's 11, we'll skip through. We are in 8th place. So we had a win away at Barnet. Olagunji with the goal, but we've got an injury to Hayes and Bulas. 2 of our senior good players got injured and sent off. A 1-1 draw to Bath and a 0-0 draw to Buxton. So that leaves it all down to the final game of the season, does it? Final game of the season. We have to win and Altrincham have to lose. If Altrincham just get a draw, they get playoffs. And we have to win. So we have to win. Altrincham have to lose. That's the only result. We're playing Borehamwood at home, who are usually a good side, but they're down in 13th. Who are Altrincham playing? Let's have a quick look. Altrincham are playing Wimbledon, who are... Oh, they've dropped off. They are in 19th. So they should win that game. They're at home as well. But we'll... obviously, sim through. Hopefully we get the playoffs. We probably won't. The odds are against us. But let's see. We finished 9th, so we probably actually lost that game. Let's have a quick look. We drew 1-1. Another draw. 87th minute equaliser by Timmy Abraham. Altrincham. Oh, Altrincham lost. They lost 4-0. So if they didn't... Timmy Abraham, Tammy's brother, if we held out for 3 more minutes, we would have got into the playoffs. So we was 3 minutes away from reaching the playoffs. But unfortunately, we finished 9th place, 1 point away from the playoffs. Hopefully next season we can actually push on then for the playoffs. Only expecting just to hopefully survive this season. We've pushed on very well. A very good season. We'll quickly sim through now till we get our youth players coming through and we'll just accept those. But good season. Okay, here we are to the point where we accept our youth players for this season. Trickett has the potential to be the next Armando Broja. That's probably not a good thing, is it? But here we are. 2 players they're saying we should take on, but we're going to take 3. So Trueman released, Vale released, Trickett, of course, going to take on. Brockbank, the right back, we're actually going to release. And then Orgy is up to 4.5, and so is Lavery. So we'll take them both on. They've all gone into the reserves. We're going to obviously move these all over to the first team, but let's have a look at Trickett. Looks like a decent player. Near enough all blues all round, a few yellows, but they're still quite high. A green on the technique. Not too shabby. We'll move him over to the first team, of course, along with Richie Orgy. Mental name, but fair enough. So we'll move him over to the first team as well. And Lavery, centre attacking midfielder. Straight into the first team again, not too bad. Stats don't look as great, only got 4 strength. But that is it for this season. 9th place finish in the National League, our best season so far. Hopefully next season we can move on and maybe even push for the playoffs. But a very good season. We've got a few players retiring this season as well, actually. I'll quickly show you. A few senior players. Bulas, who's been our top scorer. Hayes, who's been our best defender, so we might struggle defensively next year because we are struggling with centre-backs coming through the youth system, and Hatton as well. Another player's been very good for us. All three are retiring at the end of the season, so no more contracts for them. So we actually might struggle a bit next season, especially with the loss of Hayes, our centre-back. That leaves Amos, who's only half a star, who's been our second choice centre-back. And I'm not sure who's going to drop in as well. I can't remember who the other centre-back is. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Please leave a like if you have enjoyed. Leave a comment as well. It all supports the videos. Leave a subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you all in the next video.